So I was thinking today about UX design, redesigning projects, and also engineers' capacity. I think UX designers have a tendency of kind of overestimating what the engineers can do. Especially when you're thinking, oh, this is simple. Oh, I'm only changing this design or this page. It's pretty common where you're going to dive into a project, you do the research or you get the research done, and you realize, oh, okay, we need to, fix this. We need to do this, and they're all related. It's all interconnected. So we got to change the whole thing. We got to do all this work just to get this out the door. A lot of times you're going to have to compromise and look at really what's the most important part in the design and the end user experience that's going to create the most value. Focus on that. Be able to have that design ready. Have the compromise design ready. Yes, definitely try to sell the whole one, but since you're going to get stakeholder feedback and you're going to get engineering feedback on what can be done, and especially when they start to scope things out and they give the timeline of when it's going to be done based on that first one, the stakeholders might come back and say, whew, that's way too long. We need to get this out of the market. We have a conference, or there's some competitors that they want to try to beat to the market, or some contracts that they've got signed. Who knows what deals? A lot of that stuff will surface when they see the timeline from the engineers. So as a UX designer, make sure you do present, or at least have the compromised version ready, so that way, one, you're kind of prepared for it. Because a lot of times you fall in love with the solution, it's going to work much better than the compromised one. They usually do. You have the one to aspire to. But a lot of times the engineers have a lot of stuff going on. They may have, another current keep the lights on build that they're working on. And so they've got to do that, plus the new redesign that you guys want to build and test and get to market. And that could be in a pilot program. So there's a lot of resources to consider when you're trying to get something out the door. So just keep that in mind. Don't overestimate what the engineers can do. Definitely loop them in. You definitely get them on your side too, because they may see the solution you've come up with. They want to build that. Trust me, most of the engineers want to build the best thing that goes to market, because it's just like you, the pride of that ownership of that build and what you've created. They have that too, trust me. So get them on your side. See if you can get that optimal one done, but definitely be ready to go for the compromised one. I deal with this all the time. It's something that, you may not see that original one in a year or two, or sometimes 3, just because things do take a lot longer than you expect them to take. So be patient, keep up the good work. That's UX design, baby.